Taking you around Dog Nation in 90 seconds, this is DN90. Hello everybody, I'm Brandon Adams. For those of you who are regular consumers of our content, you know how much I love college football more than any other sport. And for me, it's the traditions that you see on these fall Saturdays that truly make this sport special. And I mean that not just the UGA stuff alone, but all the stuff around college football around the country. However, I am especially proud of some of the unique traditions that Georgia can call its own. One of those was recently brought to mind by ESPN in its preseason top 25, mentioned all the top traditions for each of these top 25 teams, and the Georgia tradition that got noticed was not UGA or being between the hedges or one of the things that have kind of been around in Georgia for more than 100 years, at least it seems like more than 100 years. No, it was one of the newer traditions that got some attention. It's the so-called light up Sanford, where everybody has their cell phones out at the start of the fourth quarter. It's a cool thing to have seen in person if you've ever been lucky enough to see that. And I love the way that Alex Scarborough, the ESPN writer, wrote about this relatively new tradition for UGA. He says that right before the start of the fourth quarter, when everyone turns on their cell phone flashlights and the Redcoat Band plays the Krypton fanfare, it truly is a sight to behold. And I would certainly agree with that last sentiment. When I've been lucky enough to see it in person, a sight to behold, I think, is a great way to describe it. And I liked what Chip Towers said about this when he was on Dog Nation Daily on Monday. It's the kind of thing that's so cool, it even spans generations. Here's how Chip said it.
It's the proudest thing, I think, among Georgia is you see some white-haired people who haven't been long to have their cell phones. They've got theirs beaming just as bright as the young freshmen over there who can do things on their phone they not only dreamed of at one time. It's a pretty cool tradition, and Georgia's owning it right now.
There's no doubt it is a cool tradition, and it's no doubt one that Georgia can kind of call its own. And when you see those videos of all those fans enjoying themselves at the starts of fourth quarter, it makes you really, really hungry for the start of college football season, which will be here before you know it. And of course, to keep up with UGA every day, hope you'll check out DogNation.com. And while you're there, make sure you click on the tab to find out more information about Dog Nation Days of Summer. The kickoff event is this Thursday at Callaway Resort and Gardens. Still some room for you to join us if you want to come stay the night, or if you're in the West Georgia area and just want to drive over for the event that starts that night at 6 p.m. It's going to be a great time. We hope to see you there. You can find out more information at DogNation.com. We'll see you back here again tomorrow for another episode of DN90.